10 early signs of dementia that few people know. What if the early whispers of dementia were already in your life, quietly stealing precious memories, altering who you are? This silent thief affects over 55 million people worldwide and could start showing its signs years before anyone notices. Catching these signs early can mean the difference between slowing the decline or watching helplessly as it takes over. Before we dive into these life-saving insights, do yourself a favor. Hit the like button to save this video. Trust me, you'll want to revisit these critical instructions later. The first point on our list is subtle memory loss. We all forget things sometimes, names, appointments, or where we left our keys. But when memory loss becomes persistent, like forgetting conversations or frequently misplacing objects in unusual places, it may signal the early stages of dementia. The hippocampus, the brain's memory center, is often the first area affected by dementia-related changes, like amyloid plaque buildup. A 2016 study published in Nature Communications found that hippocampal shrinkage often precedes noticeable memory decline. Forgetting where you parked is common. Forgetting how to get home from a familiar location is a red flag. What can you do? Practice mindfulness exercises to improve memory retention. Consume brain-boosting nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids found in salmon and walnuts, which support hippocampal health. The next point is difficulty finding words. You know what you want to say, but the words just don't come. This could be a sign of aphasia, a language impairment linked to changes in the brain's temporal lobe. It's more than an occasional tip-of-the-tongue moment. It's frequent and noticeable hesitation or substitution of unrelated words. A study in neurology highlighted how early aphasia can differentiate dementia from normal aging. Unlike minor lapses, dementia-related word difficulties often disrupt conversations. What can you do? Engage in naming exercises. For example, look at photos and try to name the objects or people in them. Use language learning apps like Duolingo or memory games that stimulate verbal skills. The third point is apathy and loss of interest. Have you noticed someone withdrawing from hobbies, family events, or even daily routines? This isn't just fatigue. It could be apathy, a hallmark of dementia affecting the brain's prefrontal cortex. Apathy often masquerades as depression, but differs in one crucial way. There's a lack of emotional response or motivation. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience suggests that apathy is an early behavioral sign of Alzheimer's disease. What can you do? Encourage activities that spark joy, like gardening or creative arts. If you suspect apathy, consult a professional to rule out treatable conditions like depression. The next sign on our list is difficulty planning or solving problems. Struggling with basic tasks like following a recipe, balancing a checkbook, or organizing your day? These are signs of executive dysfunction, stemming from changes in the frontal lobe. A decline in planning ability often begins as mild cognitive impairment, MCI, which can progress to dementia. Early screening tools like the Montreal Cognitive Assessment can help catch these symptoms. What can you do? Break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Use tools like digital planners or apps designed to support memory and organization, such as Lumosity. The fifth sign is frequent falls or loss of balance. Dementia doesn't just affect your mind, it can alter your body. Frequent falls or unsteadiness might indicate issues with motor control, often linked to changes in the cerebellum and basal ganglia. Research published in The Lancet Neurology found that balance problems could appear years before cognitive symptoms. However, falls can also result from medication side effects, vision problems, or joint issues. What can you do? Incorporate balance exercises like Tai Chi or chair yoga. See a healthcare provider for a comprehensive balance assessment, including vision and medication reviews. What's next? Trouble understanding visual and spatial relationships. Struggling to judge distances, recognize faces, or navigate familiar routes? These issues can stem from degeneration in the occipital and parietal lobes. Unlike common vision issues, these changes affect how the brain interprets spatial information. A 2014 study in Alzheimer's and dementia revealed that spatial misjudgments often lead to difficulty driving, a frequent early complaint. What can you do? Adapt your home with better lighting and contrasting colors to improve depth perception. Practice brain games involving puzzles or mazes to strengthen spatial reasoning. The seventh sign is poor judgment and decision-making. Have you noticed someone making uncharacteristic decisions, like reckless spending or neglecting personal hygiene? These behaviors often arise from damage to the brain's frontal lobe, responsible for judgment and decision-making. A study in Brain noted that financial mismanagement is one of the earliest signs families report. What can you do? Involve trusted family members or advisors in major decisions. Practice decision-making exercises like weighing the pros and cons of simple choices. The next one is changes in posture and movement. A shuffling gait, stooped posture, or slowed movement could point to Parkinsonism, a condition often overlapping with dementia. These physical symptoms are tied to dopamine loss and basal ganglia dysfunction. A 2020 study in the Journal of Neurology highlighted that subtle changes in movement often appear before cognitive symptoms in Lewy body dementia. What can you do? Try resistance training with bands or water-based exercises for joint-friendly strength building. See a neurologist if movement issues persist, as these could indicate Parkinson's or another disorder. One more sign on our list is sleep disturbances. Sleep problems like insomnia or REM sleep behavior disorder may precede dementia. Poor sleep disrupts the brain's ability to clear amyloid plaques, a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. A 2018 study in JAMA Neurology found a strong correlation between chronic sleep deprivation and dementia risk. What can you do? Maintain a consistent sleep schedule and limit blue light exposure before bed. Consider melatonin supplements or relaxation techniques like guided meditation. And final sign is loss of smell. Struggling to detect odors like coffee or flowers? Anosmia often appears years before cognitive symptoms, linked to damage in the olfactory bulb and associated brain regions. A 2017 study in neurology found that a diminished sense of smell increased the likelihood of developing dementia within 5 years. What can you do? Practice scent training with essential oils like lemon, eucalyptus, and clove to stimulate olfactory nerves. Pair scent training with memory exercises to maximize brain stimulation. If you've noticed any of these warning signs in yourself or a loved one, don't ignore them. Take action today. Early intervention is your best defense. Like and share this video to spread awareness and protect others from the devastating effects of dementia.